Good day, crafty chums, and how are you today? It's Nikki here, aka Carson D Cat, Carson D Cat's Life, and today we're going to make some greeting cards. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be making 5 cards. I'll be just popping down 5 bases, and so I have these wonderful sets from Dynamics, and here they are here. I'm just trying to get, all the glare off them, but I won't be able to, so that's that. And I'm going to mix them up a little bit. And because I have the die set for them as well, I thought I would make this part of it the actual major part of the card. So the greeting will sit probably just in the middle of the card. I've yet to quite decide, I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm going to do it. So as I fumble my way through this one, because it'll be a bit like that, I'm probably going to build them up like that. Have that, this is design paper, this is black cardstock, because my cards are going to be black surround, so black cardstock, design paper, and then the greeting would normally fit in there like that, but of course because it's going to be an interchangeable one for the person to use it as they want, then the greeting will go in separately, but this will be on the card. So yeah, that's how it's going to be built. This is such a great, these are 2 great sets here, and they're just fantastic ones. I'm so glad I ended up buying them. This one here is Well-Worn Greetings, this one, and this one here is, if I can get it out, I don't store my stamps very well, I'm hopeless at it because there's no space. So, and this one is Polka Dot Greetings, and they're just fantastic dies. Just if you want to have a card with just the greeting on there, keep it nice and simple and easy for yourself. So, and of course they come with these fantastic dies. This is the Well-Worn one, and this goes with it as well, or you can build it. This is the Polka Dot one. This is the die for the polka dot one, and it goes like that. And or you have the Well-Worn one, and you can go like that. I mean, you can just make it as fancy as you like, but these are the 3 dies that go with it. I'm going to be building up on this one, but I'm probably going to use the sentiments from this one, because this is, although there's thank you there and thank you there, they're like well worn, so they're not that good. I'm so glad to have you as a friend, sweetest thing. I always love hearing from you. It's just going to be a generic sending extra love your way. I mean, I'll just decide. What I'll probably do, actually stamp all of them, and then they can make their own choice, can't they? Who knows? I've waffled on long enough. Let's get down to it, shall we? Oh yeah, and I'm going to be using this paper pad, Time Flies. Yes, I am. I haven't quite decided. I did say black, but when I got this, when I got that paper pad, of course, in a competition I won, I could actually go. I could, because the design, the paper goes with these. Oh, it looks nice, doesn't it? You can't see that. It's pink. No, I won't use pink. Cream's okay, but I actually quite like the purpley one, so I might do that. As I say, I'm undecided. It'll all become obvious to me as I go along. The thing I'm going to do, of course, is measure what my cardstock is here. This is, I bought a pack of cards, and so I'm not actually making the card myself, but that measures 4 7/8 by 4 7/8 square. I'll have to write it down because I will forget. So 4 7/8 by 4 7/8, which is important when you're cutting the paper and things. It's like, if you forget, it's just a pain in the booty if you cut it wrong and then you have to cut it again. So as I say, I thought I was going to mat like that and use the, because this is it's very pretty, and I think that it will go well. The three together will go well on the black, so that's what I'm going to do. So my first one, let's get some cutting done, shall we? So I'm going to cut the mats first, and I need 5 because I've got 5 cards to do, and I'll just pop this back a bit because it's in the way. So my first mat will be, let's have a look at the ruler. I tell you, it's clear. I put it down and I can't see it. So that'll be 4 5/8, won't it? 1/4 of an inch, 4 5/8. There is no room. 4 5/8. I'll write it down because I will forget. 4 5/8 by 4 5/8. That will make the design paper 4 3/8 by 4 3/8. It's a bit of an awkward sizing, you know, the cards, but oh well, it is what it is, isn't it? What's good, this has left me with that there, but you see, I get to cut my die with it, so it's not totally wasted or anything, so it's good. Let's just check. I always check. I do one cut and then I check. Oh look, that's got a little nick out of it. Yeah, that will go well. That will go well. That will look good. And so the design paper will be 4 3/8. One, 2 3/8, 4 3/8. By 4 3/8. Like that. So I'm going to cut it this way to make sure that I get that on there. 1 2 3/8. As well, when you're cutting your papers and things, it's good to think of how it looks as well, you know, on the paper. And yeah, that's going to look good. So now I know that it's going to look okay, and they'll end up looking like, the card will end up with the stack looking like that on there, so that's cool. It will look fab. It will, honest. So what I'll do, oh, I see that I could do black, purple, and then that there as well. Might not use the thing. Okay, so now I know that that bit looks all right. Then I can actually do the rest of my cutting. So I need 4 more of these to go. And I'll do that off camera because you saw me do it once. You don't need to see me do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 2 lots in. I'm going to cut 2 out in the purple and 2 out in the black in the 2 sizes to see what fits best together. And sometimes the only way you can actually tell is if you actually do it. And I shall also cut out in the smaller die some of the design paper as well to see how that goes. Because you never know, it might be colour and design paper or the black and design paper, but I won't know until I've actually tried it out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run these through the kettle bag and have a look. Okay, so I'm just getting this card ready. Nothing's stuck down yet because we're still just going through the design process, and what I'm trying to do is talk you through how I think about cards. And so I've cut out different bits and pieces that I think I'm going to be using on the card. So that's what we're doing here. I forgot to mention this is this one here is Label Stacks 2, and this goes with it as well, Label Stacks 2, these 3 dies. And apparently, you know, if you got a die that's in there and it's not come out, if you go like that, probably not there. Apparently if you go like that, it's supposed to just fall out, but it doesn't. You know, I just give it a whack. Oh, it does. You got to give it a whack and then it just drops out. I'd heard that, but that's the first time I've ever done it, and I've had these a little while. So anyway, so what we're going to do here is we're going to see what the design looks like. And so it's always good just to play around with colours and that, you know. It's very rare that people can just go to a card and just make a card. You know, it doesn't really quite work like that. So what I was thinking of when I was doing it is that I could have a black bottom there. Black bottom, hey. And so we'll do it a couple of different ways. A black bottom there with that one there, and then the little label thing will go there. That's one way. Then I thought we could reverse it, so it would be that way. Don't like that way, so that's that one out. So I quite like that way. The other thing would be, does it look better like that, or does it look better like this? Well, I quite like that. And then you could go, or does it look better like this? And I actually think that it looks better with the black. So black base. And that there, I think it's really pretty, but you know. So what I'm thinking of is that these can be male or female. And they can be male or female because although some have got butterflies and things, some haven't. So if I was making a male card there, I could go like this. Like that, with the black there, that there, and then just a sentiment there. And I think that that makes a perfectly acceptable male card. Wonder if I'd put any embellies on there. Am I going to leave it perfectly plain, or am I going to put embellies on there? This is the thing, isn't it? I mean, I don't think I need to on something like this, because it's got the butterflies already in the design paper, so that sort of looks like an embellishment anyway. Especially if I push that up there, then you've already got the embellishments there. You see, with this paper stack also came a load of butterflies and things. So I could put butterflies, or I could put flowers on there, couldn't I? Because it also came with a set of flowers too. You know, set of flowers too. But the flowers and that don't really grab me. I could actually make some more rolled roses. I like that and put on there. Could stick some rolled roses on there. Would look okay. But no, I'm not sure on that. Or I could put my flat back pearls on there. And a bit of lace. I might do that actually. I'll put a bit of lace on there. Okay, so enough. I know that I'm going to have the black bottom with the design paper. Or am I? Because I did think that that was nice too, didn't I? See what it looks like on there. Because I might do a mix. See, I'm thinking that this is too plain actually. I'm thinking it's way too plain. But it's quite okay, isn't it? It's like a generic thing if it ends up being plain. Gonna have to give it some more thought. Okay, so I think I'm going to do each card on a case by case basis as I put it together as to whether I add anything more to it. I think that just that little bit in the corner, which is, you know, I've just cut out some of the clocks from the paper and added it there. I might even go so far as to put a butterfly in it, even though I'm intending that to be a mail card. Because hey, you know, it's purple butterfly, it'll look good on there. Yeah, so I intend that to be a mail card, and I will put a butterfly on it as well. So I think I'm sort of like getting there. Sure. Sure. Yeah. Feeling good. Feeling good. It's getting there slowly. Sure, I think I might start putting a few little bits and pieces together in a second. I'm just going to decide whether I'm going to just shabby up the edges a little bit or not. Okay then, so in my mind this is already a mail card, so I'm going to just pop this down on the paper now because I've already done this one. What I'm going to do next is stick all the design paper to the layering weight paper cardstock because I want it to dry flat, so I just want to put a bit of weight on there as well, so you know, just while it dries, just to make sure it gets a good adhesion. So I've got these 4 bases for the cards now, and the reason why I've got this out just here is because I'm going to decide at this point which one's going to have what design paper on there, and also whether I'm going to put any lace on, because the lace would have to go. The lace would have to go before I stuck the base onto the actual card. So this is the point where I would decide that. So So I'm just doing this bit here. And yeah, this is a this one's, I think, is going to be a mail card too. Yeah, this just a bit too pretty to be mail cards, I think. It's a little bit busy. Right, yeah, so now I'm going to decide what I need to be doing with these. Yes. I think the next thing is to glue these ones onto there, because that's an easy enough decision to make. Okay, so I've just made my decision on this mail card too. So I've going to glue this one down. This is intended to be a mail card. You know, it can be androgynous, can be either. Okay, I managed in the end. So I'm not going to quite do this at the bottom. I'm going to do this a little way up here. If I can just centre that there, which is good. Pop that over and over. And where did that go? There it is. And I thought I'd got this cute little trim here, which I thought I'd just like pop there on there. I thought it was quite cute. It is quite cute. So now that So what I'm going to do next is cut out a load of this size dies to to put lots of different greetings in, and I'll also be using a one of these frames to go on there as well. It's actually quite difficult to do the frame and the stamp and that, but we'll give it a go anyway, and it'll be what it will be at the end of the day. so I'm going to cut these out. Okay, so I've cut out a load of cardstock in the Stacks 2 oval die, and I'm going to use my Stamp-A-Majig now because this actually is quite a difficult thing to do, this next bit. So yes, it is. So what I'm going to do here is I've got some Memento ink, and I'm using that because it will come off. Versamark doesn't. And so I'm going to pop this in my Stamp-A-Majig there. I've got my block here. You just position it into the corner, press down, and then you have an outline. And what happens next is you put this onto your piece where you want it, then you pop this there, so you position that stays there, and then you get your other ink which you're using if you can find where you put it. So as you can see, a couple of days of crafting and I need to clear up my stuff again. So what happens is you just do one, you get the muse, you do one project after another, and what happens then is your desk becomes a mess and you can't find anything, then you have to clear up again, which takes away your mojo. And then yeah, anyway, ha 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 ha. So we position this how we think it should go on the die cut. Get your ink ready, get your positioner ready. I'm hoping that this doesn't lift off there. Press this into the corner there, go down, and I can see that it has moved. I was hoping it hadn't, but it has. If I had some little bit of tacky tack, then I could use that, and it would stay in place. But anyway, I might just eyeball this next one if this doesn't work. So you go down like that, press it off, and you shouldn't have missed. Anyway, I could probably do this just as well by eyeballing, because I don't have a little, it would be good if I had a little tacky something that I could just pop it down, just tack it down and then take it off, and then it would all be perfect. So I'm going to give it a go here, just going over, and my head will be in the way. It's white on white, so it's difficult to see. Nope, missed. Missed completely, look. So I did a better job with the thing, so maybe I'll do it with the thing. But anyway, you have two sides to every stamp. To every die, you have two sides. Give it another go. What my problem here is the background is white and I'm looking through white and it's just not happening for me. Let's see. That's the way the light is as well. Glares. I doubt whether that went either. So look. Oh yes! Bravo! Bravo! Anyway, I shall continue on trying to get all these stamped, and here we go now. I've just got a selection of different sayings, and I am going to just print them out basically. So yeah, let's just do some stamping of some sayings. This is these are tattered ones, so they won't stamp completely completely all the way through. They'll be a little bit, you know, because it's worn sayings, whatever it is, they're supposed to look worn. So yep, so some of them will look a little bit and you know, like they're not stamped properly, but they are. And I'm just going to do a load of different ones, so they'll get loads of choices, and then have a few spare for something else. Okay, so what we're going to do next is just pop the insert in, so that the black card can be written on. So this this piece is 4 by 8, 4 by 5/8 squared, so 4 by 5/8 and 4 by 5/8, which is the same size as the purple cardstock there. And this just gets popped inside, like so. And pop me little card on the back. Normally I just stamp it straight onto the card, but obviously it's a black card. It's a little bit difficult unless you do it in white. So we've got that one there, and we're just going to pop that down to give it a chance to glue. So here we go then. This is the set of 5 cards that I'm doing for the swap, and they're a set, so they're using the same design paper and things like that. The only thing that are going to be different are the sayings, and so there we go. I've done lots of different sayings to go on them, so that the person who receives the cards gets to choose themselves which sayings they'd like to go on there. Just stick them on themselves, up to them. Sure, you know, and I gave them a choice of different sayings so they can, you know, please themselves. And they're a little bit, you know, and if they want to stick extra bling on there or something, you know, it's just up to them. I've just put them as plainly, as simply as I can, and with the different sayings on there, and I hope they like them. So there you go. Hope you like my little card make there. I'll leave those on just for the as we go out, because my battery's almost gone as well. Sure, are they all the right way up? Yes, they are. So the card looks like The cards look like this, you know, and they stick down the same themselves. Inside it's just simply white for them to write on, and my little thingy on the back, and that's it. It's my little set of 5 cards ready to go. I'll make it look as if they're stuck down just for that, you know. Centre them up. I think they look quite nice. I hope you do too. See you again soon. Don't forget it's a cat's life. Bye.